Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. Hey, thanks for stopping by again. That's right, I got my Kino Lorber um, movies in from the June Swoon sale. So, yeah, finally the darn mailman showed up, and so I was able to get this video done for you guys. I really was sweating whether I was going to be able to get it today, but today being Monday, July the 12th, 2021. So Kino Lorber stuff. Not all of them are Kino Lorber. There's a few that were something else, but I'll tell you about that when I get to it. So yeah, hey, thanks for stopping by. Let me show you what the old geek picked up, and maybe you'll be interested in picking up some for yourself. I'm not sure. No, I was thinking something. No, forget what I just said. We're almost set. Oh, getting old is crazy. All right. First up, is a Kino Lorber. No, this is Code Red, number 165 from Code Red. Yeah, I did pick up a few Code Red stuff from the Kino Lorber sale. June Swoon. First up, movie called Desecration, not rated, 88 minutes from I believe it's 1999. It's one of my favorite kinds, psychological thriller. This actually gets middle of the road reviews from what I'm able to see, and I do like my supernatural films, so this would be right up my alley. It's a full-length surrealistic nightmare voyage. One of the most original horror films in recent years, Desecration is an eerily dazzling and genuinely frightening psychological chiller about a beyond-the-grave relationship between a teenage boy and his long-dead mother. Bobby, a 16-year-old loner, has been emotionally damaged by his mother's early death and a repressive Catholic upbringing. The boy accidentally causes a nun's death, triggering a chain of supernatural events and violent mayhem that leads Bobby into hell to confront his mother. Powerful childhood demons are exorcised and unleashed as the gates of hell open in this gripping, hallucinatory film. This is the first-time feature film by writer-director Dante Tomaselli. He's created an incredibly atmospheric and terrorizing film that he has described as being in the psychedelic funhouse. With its mist-shrouded ambiance, photography, and trance-like soundtrack, the film almost subliminally creates an unsettling mood that crawls beneath the skin. A sensational young talent, Tomaselli has taken the horror genre in a new and exciting direction. Yeah, we shall see. Looks kind of creepy, doesn't it? I like that cover art. Desecration. It's the first one. The next one is a Kino Lorber with one of my favorite actresses from back in the day and from recently in Stranger Things, Winona Ryder in Boys from 1996. 86 minutes long. It's a PG-13er. It's a drama mystery, but it gets pretty good reviews. I do, like I said, like Winona Ryder, excuse me. Winona Ryder stars in this compelling story of mystery and intrigue. On the run from her family, the police, and a terrible secret, an attractive young woman suddenly appears in an exclusive prep school, searching for a safe place to hide. But when a rebellious student helps to keep her identity a secret, they soon find themselves intimately involved, with time running out and the authorities closing in. With riveting performances and a thrilling high-energy soundtrack, Boys is big screen entertainment you don't want to miss. All right. I do like Winona Ryder. If you've seen this one and if you liked it, let me know down below in the comments. I appreciate hearing what you guys think. you go. Next up, this one, Kate Capshaw, Leah Thompson, Kelly Preston, and Leaf Phoenix. This is kind of out there, but it is a Kino Lorber. Excuse me. Space Camp, 1986, 107 minutes. It's PG. It's adventure sci-fi. It gets middle-of-the-road reviews, evidently. And it's filmed in the real space shuttle Atlantis. It was actually filmed in the real space shuttle Atlantis. I think the premise is these kids somehow got into the space shuttle and got shot up into space accidentally. I think that's what it was all about. The stars belong to a new generation. Zero gravity meets zero fear in this cosmic comedy adventure about a summer camp where regular kids check in and real astronauts check out. Catherine, Tish, Max, who's Joaquin Phoenix, by the way, Rudy, and Kevin are a group of bright but incorrigible high school students spending their summer at the NASA space camp. But when a frightening miscommunication occurs during a space shuttle training mission, the teens and their astronaut instructor, Kate Capshaw, are accidentally launched into orbit. Can this young team of unlikely heroes work together to survive the outer space adventure of a lifetime? Harry Weiner directed this wild and wonderful thrill ride packed with special effects, spectacular moments, and a gripping climax that's out of this world. All right, fun-filled adventure for the whole family that was shot on location at the actual U.S. space camp in Huntsville, Alabama. I think that part's cool enough, right? Let me know if you guys have seen this one. What you thought? Now, a little religious film activity here. Horror, religious. Matthew 18. Matthew 18, R-rated, 101 minutes from 2014. It's a thriller. It doesn't get great reviews. Put this out, Virgil Films. So this is not a Kino. What? Let's see. Matthew 18, 19 to 20. Michelle Jameson is too smart for faith. She has been raised in the tired traditions of her Baptist family and is ready to expand her independent thought and stand in her logical free will. When the opportunity rises for her to separate from her Washington, D.C. home and her Bible-thumping parents, she takes a scholarship for her sought-after medical program at the University of Minnesota in Minneapolis. Eager to base her beliefs in the proof of science and develop her life decisions on the tangible experience of medicine where every effect has a root cause and miracles come in the form of prescription slips, she wisps across the country to find her path, her truth, but what she finds supersedes her natural existence, making her mortality vulnerable to the spiritual realm she so comfortably doubted. Michelle stays in a Minneapolis mansion, a family property dating back many generations. She begins to encounter strange and unexplainable occurrences. As she is forced to investigate, what she uncovers is a world of family secrets and unspeakable evils that God Himself may not save her from. In whose name will she cry out now? Sounds interesting. We shall see. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you thought. Next up, do you like my basement? Do you like my basement? Not rated, 87 minutes from 2012. It's a horror, dark comedy. Does not get great reviews. I believe this one is also from Vigil Films. Do You Like My Basement is a dark comic horror film with a unique and voyeuristic approach to fear. The story begins with an unidentified cameraman entering a home while introducing himself as filmmaker Stanley Farmer. As he unpacks the contents of his rather large bag, Stanley is disturbed by a noise at the front door. It immediately becomes obvious that he is an intruder. After the clinical disposal of an unfortunate couple, Stanley transforms the apartment, particularly its dark basement, into a homemade studio with several hidden cameras around the space. Stanley creates a spontaneous dark comic narrative spun from the auditions of innocent actors who arrive at his apartment for a casting session and agree to play along with his homemade reality horror project. We are sucked into his film within a film as we bear witness to the actors' candid interviews that evolve into unsettling basement auditions. The unfortunate timing of innocent callers heightens the tension as Stanley juggles the developing drama in the basement with home improvements and nosy neighbors, all while wielding his camera to create an improvised cinematic atmosphere. Okay, sounds creepy. Virgil Films. Now this one, next one, I picked up. It's from. I'll read that. Devil Works, maybe. Striking, bold, and brilliant, a surefire Christmas classic for horror lovers. I had this on. I believe I had this on DVD. I wanted to upgrade, so that's what this is all about. Red Christmas. Not rated, 2016, 81 minutes. It's a horror thriller. Basically, it's an Australian film, and it gets, so-so reviews. Horror legend Dee Wallace, nice, from The Hills Have Eyes and The Howling and E.T., stars as the mother of a family gathered together in a remote house on Christmas night. When a mysterious, deformed young man appears at the door, holiday cheer quickly turns to bloody, imaginatively orchestrated violence as the family members fight off the vengeful intruder. The film infuses comedy, dark family secrets, and outlandish gore, and adds the controversial subjects of religion and abortion in its blood-stained mix. A savagely enjoyable holiday ride through hell. You guys seen this one? Let me know what you thought of it. Like I said, it's an Australian film. I have not seen it even on DVD, so I thought I'd upgrade before I watched it, and I did. Next up, Dee Wallace in another one. And Cloris, one of my favorite, Cloris Leachman in Shadow Play. R-rated, 97 minutes from 1986. It's a mystery thriller. Who doesn't like Cloris Leachman and Dee Wallace? This is an erotic supernatural thriller about a playwright, who's Dee Wallace, who is staying with the mother, Cloris Leachman, of her fiancé on a remote island, and is then haunted by her fiancé's spirit, who is believed to have committed suicide. Now, see this acclaimed thriller in a brand new 2K scan of the original LP. Okay, Dee Wallace and Cloris Leachman in Shadow Play. Looks like fun. Let me know if you guys have seen this one. Mystery horror, mystery thriller, I guess. Speaking of mysteries, a wild, demented, cinephiliac feast, says the Hollywood Reporter of this one. The Forbidden Room. Forbidden Room, 119 minutes, 2012. It's a comedy mystery. Actually gets really good reviews. Unforgettable, they say. The Forgettable Room is an epic phantasmagoria from Guy Madden and Evan Johnson, honoring classic cinema while electrocuting it with energy. This Russian nesting doll of a film begins after a prologue of how to take a bath with the crew of a doomed submarine chewing flapjacks in a desperate attempt to breathe the oxygen within. Suddenly, impossibly, a lost woodsman wanders into their company and tells his tale of escaping from a fearsome clan of cave dwellers. From here, Madden and co-produced director Evan Johnson take us high into the air, around the world, and into dreamscapes, spinning tales of amnesia, captivity, deception, and murder, skeleton women and vampire bananas, playing like some glorious meeting between Italio Covino, Sergei Eisenstein, and a perverted 6-year-old child. The Forbidden Room is a grand ode to lost cinema. Wow, this sounds totally wacko, and I can't wait to watch it. So if you guys have ever seen The Forbidden Room, let me know what you thought about it. Hi. Sounds creepy, weird. We shall see. Next up, once the door closes here, it never opens. I think we got one of my favorite kinds. Bo Hopkins, Robert Englund, y'all know him, Diana Hall, and Mel Ferrer in The Fifth Floor. I think it's an asylum-type film. R-rated, 90 minutes from 1978. It's a thriller. I love my asylum flicks, anything that takes place in a mental hospital. Excuse me. A young woman collapses on the disco floor from what she revealed to be strychnine poisoning. Assuming a suicide attempt, her boyfriend and her doctor have her committed to the fifth floor, an asylum with obviously crazy inmates, including Benny, who's Robert Englund, and a predatory orderly, Bo Hopkins. The problem is that she's still sane, and her ordeal is just beginning. Sound like fun. Oh, this is put out by Code Red, by the way. Code Red, The Fifth Floor. Love my asylum flicks. Next up, Deborah Raffin, Lynn Moody, Chuck Connors. I wonder if that's the Chuck. I doubt it. Nightmare in Badham County. Nightmare in Badham County. It's not rated. 1976. Drama thriller. 93 minutes. This actually gets mediocre reviews. It takes place, I believe, in a women's prison. Not a place you want to work if you're a guy. Women's prisons. I've done it. Didn't like it. Brand new 2K Masters, where innocence is a punishable crime. Deborah Raffin and Lynn Moody star as two young and attractive college students who become enmeshed in a trap of local prejudice and greed when their car breaks down outside a small, sleepy town. Insulted by the girl's rejection of his amorous advances, man, I can't talk, the local sheriff, Chuck Connors, arrests them for trespassing and prostitution. After a mockery of a trial, they are sentenced to a women's prison farm run by brutal guards and a sex-crazed superintendent. Cut off from contact with friends and family, the girls realize that they are at the mercy of a crooked justice system designed to supply local farms with cheap prison labor. Their only hope is to escape this nightmare at the risk of their lives. Nightmare in Badham County exposes the terror and corruption of a vicious tyranny that actually exists in certain communities where justice is no more than a charade for greed. Cool. It's a realistic and shocking action drama. Let me know if you guys have seen this one. Women's prisons. Not a nice place. All right. Last thing I got from the Kino Lorber June Swoon sale has Tom Berenger in it, one of my favorites. He was a young one. And Bob Hoskins, and Wolfgang Petersen's Shattered. R-rated, 98 minutes from 1991. It's a thriller. And it gets pretty good reviews, and it has a really good twist, I understand. When your memory has been taken, whom do you trust? There's suspense in this riveting thriller that will keep you guessing up until its shockingly unexpected ending. Stars Tom Berenger, Bob Hoskins, and Greta Scacchi. It's a gripping film noir about the survivor of a car accident who begins to suspect his near death was no accident. Berenger, who struggles to reconstruct his life after an accident, leaves him without much of a memory and in the care of a wife and his friends who seem to be repainting his past. And as Merrick begins to reconstruct his life, strange flashes of memory begin to surface, each drawing him further into a maze of corruption that could prove more deadly than any accident. Beautifully shot by Leonid Kovacs, who did Easy Rider, and featuring the great character actor Theodore Beichel. I Want to Live. It's a Kino Lorber. Kino Lorber, guys. So that's what I picked up in the Kino Lorber June Swoon sale. Let me know what you think, if you've seen any of them, and let me know what you guys picked up, and maybe something I might have missed. Let me know down in the comments. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's get this old fart up to 2,000 subscribers. What do you say? That's all. That's meager, very small. Hey, you guys, thanks so much again for watching. I do appreciate it. Stay tuned for more videos coming. The next video will have a giveaway. I promise it's going to be a good one. You're going to like it. So, until then, you guys keep smiling, keep having fun, keep a positive attitude about you. Until next time, peace.